Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to video 2 of our fractions, decimals, and percents conversions. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to show you another video within this video. So, you're going to have to pay attention to this one. Okay, so today we're going to talk about converting percents to decimals and then decimals back to percents. Okay, and your objective is simply, as a student, you should be able to convert percents to decimals and decimals to percents. Now, the one thing I'm a little worried about is just how much you know and understand about percents. You don't really use them much in 4th and 5th grade, but you are going to use them a ton in the next few weeks. So, that being said, I'm going to have you listen to this introduction, and I don't know how it's going to work on this video, so hopefully it sounds good. Here we go.
Hi, welcome to Math Antics. Now that you know all about fractions from watching all of our fractions videos, it's time to learn about something called percentages. Percentages are super important. Have you ever been in a math class and heard another student ask the teacher, excuse me, teacher, when are we ever going to use this stuff? You know, like in real life? Well, when it comes to percentages...
Now, I'm just going to say, that sounds like Isaac. Just saying. Totally sounds like Isaac. Alright, let's continue.
The answer is 100% of the time. Well, alright, maybe not 100% of the time, but a lot. Percentages are used every day to calculate things like, well, how much sales tax you pay when you buy something, how much something costs when it's on sale, how much fiber is in your granola bar, or how much money you can make if you invested in the stock market. That's all real life stuff for sure. So you can see that it's really important to understand percentages and how we use them in math. Alright then, are you ready to learn the key to understanding percentages, or percents as they're called for short? Drum roll please. A percent is a fraction. What? That's right. A percent is a fraction. And since you already know all about fractions, learning about percents is going to be easy. But a percent isn't just any old fraction. A percent is a special fraction that always has 100 as the bottom number. If it's a percent, then no matter what the top number is, the bottom number will be 100. In fact, because the bottom number of a percent is always 100, we don't even write it. Instead, we use this handy little symbol called a percent sign. Whenever you see this symbol after a number, it means the number is a percent. It's really a fraction with 100 on the bottom, but it's just being written in this more compact form. Like this number 15 here. It's got the percent sign after it, so we read it as 15%. And because a percent is really a fraction that always has 100 as the bottom number, we know that it means the same thing as 15 over 100. Percents make even more sense if you know what the word percent means. The prefix of the word per means for each, or for every. You know, like if someone said only one cookie per person, and the root word cent is Latin for 100. That's why there's 100 cents in a dollar. So percent literally means per 100. And that's why they're shortcuts for writing fractions that have 100 as the bottom number. Alright then, so whenever you see a percent like this, you know it can be replaced with or converted to a fraction. Let's look at a few examples so you see the pattern. 3% means 3 over 100. 10% means 10 over 100. 25% means 25 over 100. And 75% means 75 over 100. These are percents, and these are the fractions that they stand for. There's a few other interesting percents that we should take a look at, like this one, 0%. Can you have 0%? Yes. 0% would just mean 0 over 100. It's what we like to call a zero fraction, because its value is just 0. Remember, it's okay to have 0 on the top of a fraction, but not the bottom. Alright then, what about 100%? Well, 100% just means 100 over 100. That's what we like to call a whole fraction. The top number is the same as the bottom, so its value is just 1 whole, or 1. Okay then, 0% is just 0, and 100% is just 1. But what about numbers bigger than 100? Can you have 126%? Yep, it works exactly the same way. 126% just means 126 over 100. And you know from the fractions videos, that's what we call an improper fraction. The top number is bigger than the bottom number, so the fraction's value will be greater than 1. Alright team, I want you to go out there and give me 110% effort in today's game. But, Coach, it would be improper for us to give 110% effort in today's game. Okay, so now you know the key to percentages. That they're just special fractions that always have 100 as the bottom number.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of listening to that dude. So we're going to go ahead and get started, okay? Now, going to let you know, today we're going to use in the beginning just this left side of our graphic organizer, and then halfway through the rest of this PowerPoint or this video, we're going to use the other side. So right now we're going to talk about converting decimals to percents, okay? So here's our thing. Our essential question is, how do I express decimals as a percent? What are our steps? Well, it's very easy. We have 2 steps, okay? All you simply do is you move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Okay, make sure you write that in your notes. You move the decimal point 2 places to the right. And simply, you add the percent sign. That's all it is. So I'm going to show you some examples. So, first example. Okay, we want to express 0 and 375 thousandths as a percent. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. So, here we go. This is example number 1. Take 0.375, move it 2 places over, rewrite it, which is 37.5, and add the percent sign. That's all it is. Alright, that's it. What about 2 and 867 thousandths to a percent? Well, you do the same thing. Move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. So, all you would simply get is 286.7%. Now, okay, this is practice number 1. Pause the video and try that. Remember, your steps are move the decimal 2 places to the right and then add the percent sign. Go ahead, try it right now. I'll give you the answers in just a second. Go. Alright, here we go. So, what are we going to do? Well, the first one, all you should have simply done is move the decimal 2 places to the right. So, 1, wait a minute, there's only one spot. What do? Well, you still go the second time. You just have to fill that in with a 0 and add the percent sign. So, it should have been 80%. Let's go ahead and work on the next one. Move it 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. That means it's 61%. This third one, 2 places to the right, that'd be 158%. And finally, this last one, which is slightly different, 1, 2, it would be 42.5, the decimal is still there, and add the percent sign. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all it is. Those are your 4. Hopefully you did well. Alright. Now, finally, we're going to actually do the second side, or the right side of your graphic organizer. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take our percents, and we're going to change them to decimals now. It's really easy. All we're going to do is the opposite of what we just did. So, step number 1. We're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left this time, and we're going to remove the percentage sign. That's all we're going to do. Notice it's the exact opposite. So, here we go. How are we going to express 56 and 2500% as a decimal, or 56.25%? What do? Well, you simply move the decimal 2 places to the left and remove the percent sign. So we do that, and boom. And that would give us 0.5625, or 5,625 10,000ths. That's example number 1. Here's your second example, 125%. Wait a minute, there's no decimal. Where's that? Well, remember, we always say if the decimal is not in sight, it's on the right. So we're going to move it 2 places, and that's going to give us 1.25, and we're going to remove the percentage sign. Those are your 2 examples. Here we go. Let's do a few independent practice. So, ladies and gentlemen, pause the video, try these 2, and then I'll show you what to do. And I'm back. Alright, remember, if the decimal is not in sight, it is on the right, so we would say it's right here on the left. We're going to move it 2 places. Oops, all right, 1, 2, and that would give us 0.34. The percentage sign goes away. You can add a 0 in front if you'd like. You don't need it, but you can have it if you'd like. Next one, decimal at the end, 1, 2. That's going to be 0.71. And let's see, for the number 3, we add our decimal. It's not in sight, so it's on the right. We move it 2 places only. That one gives us 1 and 23 hundredths. And finally, the last one, add our decimal 2 places to the left. That's going to be 0.67. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your 4. Okay, that being said, we have an exit ticket. This video is just about done. Your exit ticket is the following. Okay, this is for both videos. hence it's in the middle. Okay, and all I simply need you to do is do the 4 on here, plus I think I've added a couple on your graphic organizer. Go ahead and do those as well. Have me check it when you're done. And if you got this right, you're going to keep on moving, and congratulations. So go ahead, good luck, and this is the end of the video. We're out.